Hi, hello, welcome back to the class, everyone. So today we are going to learn this topic. Let's learn how to use the application software. Now we know how to use the mouse, how to use the keyboard. Okay. Yes, we did homeworks also. I gave you homeworks to do. So uh, today we are going to learn how to use the application softwares. You know what are application softwares, right? So application software, it is intended to provide an understanding about some of the application software, and we look forward to discuss audio and video software in the forthcoming chapters. So everybody should understand what is an application software, as well as we are going to discuss and learn about audio and video application softwares in the upcoming chapters. Okay. So what are graphic softwares? Graphic softwares are the softwares which we use to draw pictures in the computer, right? At first, art was drawn manually by man. So at first, the people, the students, the artists, they used their hands or the pen and pencils, color, chalks, and all these things to draw the pictures, isn't it? To draw an art. But it is manually. We call it as manually. Whatever the thing you use using your hand, by your hand. Okay, if you write by your hand, using your hand, it is manually. So people used to draw arts manually. Later, software was produced to draw pictures using the computer. So later, what they have done, now they are using these softwares, graphic softwares, to draw pictures. So for an example, this is a hand-drawn painting, this one, the 4.12. The 4.13, it is an art drawn using a computer, right? Different software is used to create graphic and to draw arts. This software is known as graphic softwares. So when you are using softwares to draw arts, okay, to draw arts, to create graphics, we call them as, or they are known as graphic softwares. There are a lot of graphic softwares, right? Some of them are Smart Draw, Adobe Illustrator, Microsoft Paint, also Photoshop. All these softwares are examples for graphic softwares. Okay, so Paint, you know Paint. Normally we have used Paint in the computer. Normally everybody are using the Paint in their computer to draw arts, right? So let's draw a picture of a clear blue sky with the sun using MS Paint software. So let's draw a let us draw. Okay, I will draw and show you how to draw a clear uh, blue sky with a sun. Okay, right. Type paint and the paint will be appeared here. The app of paint will be here. Okay, click on paint and it will open. A window will be opened for you like this. So this is the window. Sorry, this is the window of the paint. Okay, so this is the what do you call, the paper where we going to draw the picture. Okay, right. So here there are so many things. This is the paper. Okay, inside the paper you should draw. Okay, don't go outside the paper here. You should draw inside the paper. You can paste, cut and copy. You can select things. You can resize. You can rotate. Okay, also you can, there are some tools here: pencil and a paint bucket, text, eraser, and the color picker, and the magnifier. Okay, there are a lot of kinds of brushes also. Everybody can see, right? Can everybody see? Is it visible? The word, the paint, right? So there are a lot of kinds of brushes here also. These are brushes. Okay, and there are a lot of shapes here. You can select whatever the shape you want from here. And then after applying these shapes, there are two options here to change the color of the outline of the shape and to fill the shapes. Okay, fill colors to the shapes. Also, the line sizes are different here. When you use a brush, you can change the line size also from here, and you can select whatever the color you want. Okay, so there are some numbered color here now. You can go to edit colors and you can select whatever the color you want from here and apply the color. Okay, this one is not needed. um so all these things are available in the home tab, right? Again, if you want to we'll say, okay, if you want to resize your paper, okay, to resize your paper, resize mean to resize the screen, okay, screen of the paper here, you can resize it from this one. Okay, zoom in and zoom out, you can use zoom in and zoom out and resize it. Okay, so normally we will keep it at okay, let it be in the 50. Okay, so we will draw a picture here. 100 is too much, so we should go to the bottom also. So we will keep it as 50 and we will draw. Okay, right. Now they have told you to draw a picture with a clear blue sky and a sun in it, isn't it? Okay, let's draw uh, a clear sky first. Okay, select the color from here. Go to the bucket. Go to bucket and then select the color you want. Right? The color is selected. Apply the color. See, so it is applied to the paper. Whatever the color you can use, see, you can change the color from here. And if you want a color from here, you can get the color also, right? For an example, we'll select this blue, click on OK and apply. So this is a sky, right? Normally we will make the sky as light blue, okay? Light, nice color blue, this one. Now let's draw the sun, right? Go to the shapes, select the oval shape. You know the sun, right? Select the shape and draw the shape here. Okay. Before drawing the shape, you should select the pencil or you should select whatever and go to the shapes. Wait. Give a color to the outline. I will give a black color or else, okay, we will give this color, orange color, and we will draw. See, this is the outline. Okay, outline of the sun. Now you should draw some rays of the sun, right? Go to this. You can use these curves also or straight lines, right? I will use the curves. Select the color you want from the curve. We will use double colors. Okay. So this is how the curves are made. It is easy, right? First, draw the straight line and then wherever you want, you can bend the curve like this. See, you can bend it. See, okay. So bend it like this. Okay, right. And you can select also. Okay, no need to select. Again, I am drawing. Sorry. Okay. This is another ray. Likewise, you can Draw the rays. And you can change colors also. So now color the sun. Take the bucket, select the color. We will select this one. This is the sun. Give colors to the eyes and the noses also. Bright colors. See? Okay. If you want, you can give them a blush here in the cheeks. How to give the blush? How to draw the blush in the cheeks? Go to the brush. So this would be better, right? This one. Select it. Go to the color. We will take a red color. Give the blushes here. You can keep blush like this, or else you can change the size of the blush. I will change it to the this one. See? And blush. Now let's save this picture. Okay, now if I close this picture, it will be gone. So I want to save this picture. How to save this picture? Okay, this is how we are going to save our picture. How? Go to file. Now this is the first time we are going to save it, right? Go to file, save as. Click on save as. Okay, everybody can see, right? Click on save as, and a window like this will be open for you. In this window, let's see, we will save it in the desktop. Select a place. Okay, wherever you want to save, select the place. I am selecting the desktop, and provide a name. Give a name to this one. I will give a name like sun, smiling sun, smiling sun. Okay, now save. It is saved. Where is it saved? I will show you. I will show you where is it saved, right? So here it is, smiling sun. Smiling sun. Now understood? Now you can close this one, and if you want to open it again, click on it. If you double click, it will be opened as a picture, okay, like this. See, this is a picture. Now you can't edit right from here. You can't make changes. If you want to make changes, okay, if you want to make changes, can't see. Shekha, can you see now? It should be visible. If you can't make changes, you should open it in another way. How? One click on the picture and right click on it. There are two buttons now to the mouse. We learnt it, right? Right click the mouse button and go to open with. Now we drew this one in the paint now. Open from the paint. Open with paint. Now this is open. Now you can make changes. For an example, I will draw some, what do you call? I will draw some clouds. Okay, I am going to draw some clouds. So see how I am going to draw the clouds. I will select a color, and from that color we will see this color. We will draw a cloud. This is a straight line now. We will use the pencil and draw it. Okay, you can select whatever the pencil you want, whatever the brush you want from here. I will select this brush, so I will draw. It's not beautiful, right? You can select whatever the brush you want. and you can draw, right? Then provide a color for it. This color, no. Okay, let's go with another color. These are clouds. You can change the color of the outline also like this. Okay, so this is the changes. Now again I am saving it. Whenever you change something in the picture, okay, whenever you change, whenever you edit something, always remember to save. Either you can go to file and save it. Either you can go to the file and save it, or you can use your keyboard. Okay, in the keyboard there are keys, right? I told you shortcut keys. You can select the control key plus S key and it will be saved. See, now it is saved. Close it and you can open it now and the picture will be open. See, did you see? Now you know how to draw in the paint and also how to save your drawing in your computer, isn't it? Yes. Word processing software. What is now we are learning some of the application softwares, okay? Word processing software. What is a word processing software? The software we use to create and store documents that are needed in everyday life is called word processing software. So we use word processing software to create and store documents. There are a lot of word processing software word processing softwares are there. Okay, if you want to create a document, there are a lot of word processing softwares. Some of them are Office 2010, Open Office, AbiWord, and WordPerfect. These are some of the word processing software. Okay, now let's go and see how we can do how we can create documents or store documents in word processing software. So in 4.6, what have they told you to do? How to open a word processing application and the screen. Okay. Okay. And how to save the document. Fine. I'm going to show it, right? As you open the paint, you should go to start button here. Click on it. Type word and word will be coming here. Click on word application and it will be opened like this. Like this. Okay. And an interface will be coming for you. So this is the interface. Now you are going to make a new document. Okay. Select blank document. Select blank document and this is the interface of the word processing software. Now you can type using the keyboard. You can type. Okay. For an example, we will type something like we will type my name. Okay. So you can use eyes here. So right, I am Sarah. Now this S is in simple, right? Can you remember? I taught you about the keyboard. how to take the capital letters, how to make the letters in simple. You can remember, right? So if you want to type the letter S in capital, what you should do? You should press on Shift and S. The capital letter will be written, right? Again, you can use numbers like in the number pad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can use numbers. If you want to give space between these numbers, 1 space bar, 2, and you should press on space bar, 3 space bar, 4 space bar. Likewise, you should use the space bar to provide spaces in between the letters. Okay. Again, I taught you about the tab bar, tab button or tab key. I taught you about the tab key. How to use the tab key and why we use the tab key. We use the tab key to provide a little bit of a little bit extended space. Okay, like this. For an example, 1 tab, 2 tab, 3 tab, 4 tab, see 5 tab. So in between there is a long space when you are using the tab button. Now understood? If yes, put a yes. Also, if you want to go to the next line, now these are lines, right? After I wrote this first line, I press the enter key. If you want to go to the next line, press on the enter key and it will go to the next line, right? Right. Now let's save this document. How this is called as a document, right? If we draw something in Paint, it is a drawing. This is a document. So how to save this document? Go to File, go to Save As, select Browse, from here select the place you want to save. I will select the desktop, okay, and I will give a name for this like my first document, and then save it. Now the document is saved. Now you can close this document. Okay, you can close this document. If you want to open it again, this is your document here. Can you everyone see my first document? If you want to do any editings with this document, you can double click on this document and it will be opened. Again, I am telling you, remember whenever you do changes in the document, just save the changes. Okay. Every time you make a change, save the document. Like use the Control and S, Control S, Control S in your keyboard, right? And you can save the changes in your document. Next one, audio and video editing software. Let's learn about the audio and video editing software. So there is a computer and a small boy talking together. We'll see what they are talking about. Today our school's media club showed us the video of the prize giving ceremony. They have removed the unnecessary parts and edited it beautifully. Do you know how to do it? He is asking the computer. The computer says, yes, you need audio visual editing software for that. So there are softwares, right? If you want to edit videos, there are softwares to edit videos. Audio visual editing software, what is that? Now let's learn what is an audio editing or audio visual editing software. Right. Software has been developed to edit audio and video recording. Many tasks can be done using this software. So software has been developed to edit audio and video recordings also. There are softwares to edit audio and videos. So many tasks can be done using these softwares. For an example, audio means hearing, no, you can hear. So audio, video means visual, you can see, sight. Audio has voices. So in audios, there are voices like radio programs, songs, voices. Videos has voice and image. In videos, in visuals, you can see voices and images. For an example, the classes, when I upload them in the YouTube, isn't it? You can see me, or you can see things, you can see images and things. Also, you can hear. So both. That means audio visual. It is audio visual. Understood? Both. You can see and you can hear. Like television programs. Among several software which is designed to create and edit audio video material, software created to edit audio recordings is known as audio editing software. And software created to edit video recordings is known as video editing software. So among several softwares, there are a lot of softwares, I told you, right? To edit to make, create and store documents, to draw pictures, isn't it? To do graphic things. All these things are softwares. So among several softwares which are designed to create and edit audio video materials, the softwares which are created to edit audio recordings, they are known as audio editing software. And the softwares which are used to create to edit video recordings are known as video editing softwares. Now understood? So some of the audio editing software are given here. Audacity. Audacity is an audio editing software. Also Adobe Audition. And OpenShot and Adobe Premiere Pro is used to edit videos. So these are some of the audio or video editing softwares. Creating audio video files. So again, there is a computer and a small boy talking together. Do you mean that by using a software we can record what we are talking now and edit it as required? Then the boy is asking, so do you mean that using these kinds of softwares we can record what we are talking now and edit it as required, edit it as we want it? For an example, now I am conducting the classes, right? So later, if you want to watch these classes, what I am doing, I edit them and I upload them in the YouTube. So you can go there and watch them again. Yes, we can edit it using suitable softwares. So using suitable softwares, you can edit these audio and videos. But we have to think about a lot of things when we edit the soundtracks and videos. We cannot do it as we wish. What is that? If there is a but, that means there is a problem. So let's see. It is very important to comply with the ethics in editing audio and video recordings. So when you are editing audio or video recordings, you should follow some rules. There are some ethics. For an example, when we record voices and images of others, okay, their permission must be obtained. So for an example, if I am editing these class videos, right, sometimes some of you are opening your cameras, right? So I should be careful when I edit the software, when I edit the video. if I am going to put your video also, your picture also, I should take permission from you. I should ask your permission. Understood? So that is the first ethic. You should take permission. Without permission, you can't add their faces or pictures or whatever. Without their permission, you can't edit them in the audio or video, in videos. Okay. In case of small children, the permission of their parents or school must be obtained. Now, when I am editing the videos, if I want to apply your photo or something, I should take your parents or your school's permission to apply them in the video. Okay. Them in a manner that makes others uncomfortable. Next one, editing should not be done in a manner as to give a false idea or a message. When I am editing something, I should be careful to do or to not to do in a manner as to give a false information or false message, false idea to others. It should be the correct one. For an example, you are telling something, but in between I am taking a small part and I am editing it. Sometimes when someone sees or watches this video or hears this audio, maybe another idea or another false message will be reach for them. Next one, you should not use the knowledge of editing software for fraudulent purposes. Fraudulent purposes mean bad purposes. You shouldn't use them for bad purposes. Okay, when you are editing software, when you are editing videos or audios, you should not use the knowledge of editing the software for fraudulence. Don't do bad things. If you know to edit videos and audios, do it only for good purpose. Don't use it for bad purposes. Okay, as you know, in everything there is a bad side and a good side, right? What we should do, we should use it for the good side only. Don't do bad things. If edited audio or video files are made available, it must be done by protecting the identity of you or relevant people. Okay, when you are editing audio and video files, you should be protecting the identity of your, you should protect your identity or the other people's identity. Understood? So these are the ethics you should follow when you are editing an audio or a video. First one, you should when you are recording voices and images, you should take permission from the other parties. If they are small children, you should take permission from their parents or the school. When you are editing recordings of voices and images of others, they shouldn't be done in a manner that makes them uncomfortable. When you are editing softwares, when you are editing something, you shouldn't be done in a manner as to give a false information, a false idea, a false message to others. When you are editing a video or audio, you should not use the knowledge of editing software for bad purposes, for fraudulent purposes. If edited audio or video files are made available, it must be done by protecting the identity of you or relevant people. Now, now you can go and watch my videos in the YouTubes, right? So it is available for anyone. Also, I should be careful that my identity is protected. Now understood? So that's it for today's lesson. Next week we will start a new lesson, and it is a very interesting lesson, algorithm and flowcharts, right? So hope everybody understood the lesson today. So I'll wind up the class. Until we will meet again at the next class. Thank you for joining the class, everyone, and have a nice day.